How do I do this again? Is the mic on? 1, 2. Damn, I gotta blow my nose. My fault. Hold on. That's so disgusting as fuck. YouTube, what's going on, y'all boys? I know we probably got a lot of questions for me and stuff like that, but we're gonna go ahead and explain everything in this video. Um, for those of you guys that are new to this channel was made so that I can document my entire basketball career from high school up until overseas, college, whatever, however far this basketball stuff takes me. So, um, last year, if you guys were following up, we did a couple videos on how my post grad slash prep year went, and so I stopped posting after that. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about the direction and where I'm at now, what happened during the season and stuff like that, and kind of just catch y'all up with what I'm doing now and where I am now. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and dive right into this. That way I'm not taking up too much time. If y'all got any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments. I'm gonna be responding to everybody. I love responding to everyone whenever they comment, just because we a family around here, bro. I'm not no big celebrity or nothing like that. Man, this is really just to help y'all as well as to help me. Just y'all keep me sane, y'all keep me grounded, especially where I'm at now. So yeah, let's get right into this. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and share this with a friend. We trying to build a community out here. So, all right, man. So where have I been? This is a loaded question, but to start y'all off, I'm gonna start y'all off where we left at the last video. So if you guys haven't seen the last video, go ahead and pause this video and go watch that last video, or you can watch it after this video. That's totally up to you. But the last video would have been our last game of the season. I'm gonna go a little bit before that. That way you guys just kind of get a gist of how last season went. Um, but for those of you guys who've never watched my videos before or didn't watch any of the videos from last year, I ended up committing to a post grad slash prep school called GCA Prep. It was funded by my old high school, Grace Christian Academy in Powder Springs. Um, the season started off great. My teammates were amazing. Uh, Everyone was vibing. My team chemistry was good. Games were going good. We were busting teams. We were winning. Uh, then halfway through this, not even halfway through the season, like 3 months into the season, in right before, actually no, right, yep, I'm tripping. Right before our Thanksgiving tournament, we get a text in our team group chat with our coach, basically just letting us know that the school, my old high school, sold their school for 7 million. So the gym was going to be closing in January. Uh, at the end of January, meaning we wouldn't be able to practice no more at the end of January. So we asked questions that we thought we were going to have to ask. We were like, where will we be practicing? What's going to be going on with the rest of the season? And our coach basically reassured us and was just like, don't worry, we're just going to be renting out a gym now, and we're all going to have to meet up at that gym, and games are going to go on as normal, as planned. It's all right. This is what's going to be going on. We're good. So we're thinking, all right, we're gonna be good. We're still set. So we're still going to GCA because at this time it's November. We're getting ready to gear up for our Thanksgiving tournament, and we're still having practices early morning at 6 a.m. Thanksgiving tournament comes around. First two games, we win one, we lose one, and then in that last game against Tennessee Valley Prep, uh, I end up breaking my ankle. So at this point, um, I was already thinking the worst. Once I broke my ankle, I ended up having to rush myself straight to the hospital. I had to drive to the hospital with a broken leg. Luckily, my teammate was with me. I always drove my teammate to practice and everything. So, luckily, he was with me. Shout out to D. Appreciate you. You're a real one. He's been to like every single hospital visit I had to go to last season. So, shout out to D, bro. That's my dog. Um, but yeah, I ended up breaking my ankle, so that kind of cut the rest of like 2 months out of my season. And at the time of me doing that, I was talking to one of the college coaches that were interested in me because he was the only college coach that I got their number from. So I ended up talking to Coach. It was a coach at Wilbur Wright. I'm not going to disclose any names because I don't want to make this like seem bad or anything on them because it's not. Shout out to Coach. I do appreciate you for everything. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, we ended up talking. We set up a visit day for me and my teammate Nate. Shout out to Nate. We set up a visit day so me and Nate would drive up there and see the campus, talk to the coach, basically like see the gym and everything. And I basically just explained to the coach, I wouldn't be able to go through any training session just because, I did break my ankle. So he was like, all right, that's cool. The day that you guys come down, we have a game that day. So I wouldn't be able to put you guys through a training session that day anyway. So I was like, all right, that works perfect. We go down there. The visit was amazing. The tour was amazing. I already knew one of the players, so it made it a lot easier. Coach was amazing. We stayed with him. And then, after the visit, we head back home, and I basically just text him like, "Hey, is there anything I have to do to commit? Is there anything that you need from me?" And he was just like, "No, not at the moment, but we'll definitely stay in touch, and I'll keep you guys updated whenever something changes." So, yeah, season started getting worse. By the time we came back, we had went on Christmas break, and then January came back around, and we were texting the coach. We were texting our prep school coach, and we were just like, "Hey, coach, when are practices going on? Are we going to still be having practices? When are they happening?" And we wouldn't get no response. So it started irritating us to the point where we just started making our own league. So one of my teammates, he ended up making a men's league team, and some of our players would just go play with him, and some of us we couldn't just because we were working at the time. I worked from 10 to 6, so I could never make it to those games because those games were like from 2 p.m. sometimes 4 p.m. So I couldn't make them, and so yeah, we just started finding our own games. And to fast forward y'all even farther, um, that last game from my last YouTube video, that was a game that I had to schedule. I basically hit up my old coach. Shout out to Coach Lundy. I appreciate you so much. Shout out Tall Sports. But I ended up having to hit up Coach Lundy. It was basically just like, "Hey, coach, prep school coach, he's not hitting us back. He's been canceling all the games. We haven't had any games since Thanksgiving, and we still trying to hoop. Like, we're having men's league games. We've made a whole men's league team just so that we can still play together because we still wanted some part of the season, and that's what we were promised. We didn't get no jerseys. We didn't go out of state not once, and we were promised the out of state game. We were supposed to go against Lees McRae. We were supposed to go against LaGrange. We didn't do any of that. We didn't go against no colleges that were out of state. We didn't even go out of state. Dang near have a jersey or have any type of apparel. We didn't get none of that. So it was just a lot, and I was basically just telling him like, "Hey, we still need a game. Is there any way you can schedule us for a game against anybody, against any not high school, but prep school teams or college teams, just something that we can do?" He was just basically like, "Yeah, I got y'all." He ended up scheduling us for a game in the Skyhawks Arena. That was the last YouTube video that y'all seen. And yeah, after that, I really just focused on work and getting back into shape because at that moment in time, I was done rehabbing my ankle and I was done basically with that season, and I was just keeping up with the coach at Wilbur Wright. Did I make it into college? To answer this question completely, no, I didn't. I'm gonna take y'all through basically what happened after my season. and after our last game. So starting at that point, um, yeah, I was talking to the coach. I was just basically letting him know, like, hey, um, are we still good? Is there anything else I need to do? And he basically was just reassuring me and my teammate the whole time, like, no, y'all are good. I'm gonna be coming down to Atlanta. This is what our the coach at Wilbur Wright said. He was like, I'm gonna be coming down to Atlanta very soon. So I'm gonna hopefully try and fit y'all into my schedule and put y'all through a training session then. And I was like, okay, that works out perfect. My ankle's fully healed. I'm good to go. Let's go ahead and do this. So at this point, I'm talking to the coach. I'm talking to one of the players that he has because that's my guy. Shout out to Nile. But yeah, so he ends up coming down to Atlanta, and we're talking. I'm like, hey, coach, I know you're in Atlanta, so have we figured out a time to where we can go ahead and have a training session? I end up not getting a single reply, neither did my teammate, and it wasn't until he got back up to Chicago where he was like, hey, I can't make it. So I was just like, all right, that's cool. Are we still good even without the training session? He was like, yeah, we're still going to do the same recruiting process. It's just I can't evaluate y'all skills, so I'm just going to use the film that I have, and that's cool enough for me. So after he said that, I was like, all right, that's cool. Let's keep on, pushing for this to work. And he was like, yeah, we're good. So keep on working on my game. I keep on going to work. And I let the coach know, hey, coach, in July, I'm going to be going up to see family and kind of just, see everybody before I leave because I live in Georgia and the rest of my family's in Pennsylvania. So I basically just told him, like, hey, I'm going to be here. So if we can get anything figured out before then or after then, just let me know because that's going to be right after the month before the season. So that's why I was trying to see them, to basically see them and then go to college. And he was like, all right, I'll let you know something hopefully before or after. So we fast forward to when I'm in Pennsylvania. I'm still talking to the coach. The first week I get down there, I do this basically money league, this money runs league, and it was real fun. Shout out to my cousin for putting me on. Shout out to Tyler, the guy behind it, the guy behind the camera, the GOAT behind the camera. Shout out to the GOAT behind the league. He gets everybody right with the flicks. If you guys want to go see the flicks that he did for me, I can go ahead and go to my IG. It's already on the screen. But yeah, those flicks was tough. But shout out to Tyler one more time. But yeah, so I ended up getting back from Pennsylvania at the end of the month, and basically I hit the coach up because I'm like, hey, coach, the school is about to start. Where are we at? Like, is it happening? Is it not happening? What's going on? And the coach basically says, hey, we're not going to be able to pick you or Nate up because some of our old guys that didn't get anywhere in the transfer portal, they're coming back, and those guys, those other guys that we wanted, they were high need, and y'all, basically we weren't. So he lets us know that, and that made me feel the type of way, just because, like, I looked at all the people that committed to Wilbur Wright, and it was more of like, I really thought like I was better than, or I was on the same tier as them. So for that not to happen, it sucked. I'm not gonna lie, it definitely sucked, and it put me in a hole to where, like, I stopped hooping for at least 2 weeks, I want to say. But yeah, the way the transfer portal works and the way scholarships work, for people who don't know, the transfer portal, if you are in the transfer portal, you still hold your full scholarship from your old college until you transfer over. Now, let's say you don't get anywhere in the transfer portal, you're still at that college. You're stuck at that college with your full scholarship, unless they take it off of you and they give you a partial scholarship, whatever they want to do. But for the most part, you're stuck at that college with your scholarship still intact, and it cannot be transferred over to the next player. In the case where that happens, the next player that was supposed to take your scholarship will not take your scholarship or get your scholarship. He can't get it because that scholarship is still with you. So since that ended up happening to me and my teammate, we couldn't even go over there with a scholarship or anything, or just for basketball, because not only were they over there with our scholarship, they were also over there with our roster spot. So yeah, we were basically screwed over and strung along the entire time by by that team. And there's no hate against it or nothing like that, no bad blood. Um, you guys got to understand that's just how colleges are. That's how these teams are. So you gotta take it for what it is and just know God got a plan for you at the end of the day. So where did that leave me? Um, Honestly, once again, it left me in like the most depressing spot in the world. I really thought like, hey, I was gonna be able to go there. I'm about to make an impact. Like I already know one of the players, and I'm coming in with one of my guys. Yo, we about to run this season up. Like this is what I dreamed of. This is what I wanted for the longest. And so when it didn't happen, and I heard those words of like, you're not a high need guy, you're not really that important of a pickup for us. Oh, I went into a spiral for those next 2 months. I said 2 months, 2 weeks of just not hooping, just straight working. I was picking up crazy hours. Like I worked from 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. 2 weeks straight, just because like I ultimately thought I was done. Like I didn't want to even think of basketball at that time. And 2 weeks go by, I'm working the same hours. I just snapped out of it like, yo, this is what I'm destined to do. I'm not gonna just give up on a dream that I've had since I was a kid. So I'm starting to like call everybody around. I'm calling, and I finally call Coach Lundy. Shout out to Coach Lundy. Like, shout out to Coach Lundy. If yo, once again, shout out to Coach Lundy. Lundy. Shout out to Coach Lundy. I call him and I'm just like, hey coach, I still got nowhere to go. Like Wilbur Wright, it wasn't the move. Coach Lundy was a big advocate for me going to Wilbur Wright because his son's up there, and he was like, man, they really need guards. Whenever I went on my visit, I already knew they needed guards because it just seemed like they didn't have like a point guard that knew what he was doing. Like they seemed timid to me, but I was like, yeah, let's do it, coach. He was a big advocate. He already knew the coaches and everything. They were good friends, so I was thinking I was gonna go there. But that's in the past. That is what it is. I basically called Coach Lundy. It was just like, I have nowhere to go. Wilbur Wright didn't fall through. So where do I go from here? Is there anywhere else I can go? Shoot, anything. He ends up calling me. He ends up saying, hey, give me until tomorrow, or give me like 2 days, because Coach Lundy's always on the road. He does the high school All-American showcases, so he's in every state, every week, 24/7 on the road. So he ends up saying, I'm gonna give you a call in 2 days, and we're gonna get something situated for you. He was like, you think you'd be willing to do another prep school year? And I was like, coach, as long as I'm still playing ball and I still got a chance to make my dreams come true, I'll do it. I don't care where I go. And he was like, all right, deal. He ends up calling me in 2 days on my break while I'm at work, and he was like, hey, I think a change of scenery will help you and really let you develop as a player. I have a good buddy of mine. His name is Coach Mallory. He's the head coach at a prep school called DEH up in Knoxville, Tennessee. And he sends me his information. He sends me his contact info. And he was just like, I already let him know that you're going to be hitting him up. Go ahead and text that number and let me know the decision after that. So I hang up the phone. I immediately text Coach Mallory, and he texts me back. He was like, "Hey, I was looking forward to talking to you, and Coach Lundy already let me know that you would be texting me, so I'm looking forward to this." And he says, "Let's get on a call here in like two days on the weekend." Because Coach Lundy ended up hitting me up on a Thursday, so he said in 2 days, let's go ahead and call on Saturday, and let's chop it up. Let's get everything situated. So I end up calling. I ended up getting a call from Coach Mallory that Saturday, right before I ended up going to the gym, and he was basically just explaining what his program is, what we'll be doing, how the season's like, and what the level of competition we play. And everything sounded great. It sounded like what I wanted from last year, and just me leaving out of home, like I was looking forward to that. So he ends up giving a call to my mom and also my grandparents, and basically giving them the rundown of how the season will work and how everything works, and how it's like a college team environment. Um, and we all think it's gonna be great for me. We all like, yeah, we got to do this. We got to do this. This is something you got to do. We support you wholeheartedly. So I ended up getting on the phone call with Coach, and he was just like, "All right, if you're gonna do this, we want you to commit as early as possible because spots fill up quick." He only does 12-player teams, and sometimes not even 12. He said the the least he does is 10, but those 10 spots fill up very quick because we're a national team. A lot of people know him, so a lot of people want to be on his team. So yeah, I end up paying my commitment fee. I'm not gonna say how much I had to pay to commit, but it basically just covers like my housing, my games, my jerseys, and stuff like that. And yeah, I end up committing, and I basically just end up started to get ready to move to Tennessee, and at this point, I'm already committed. I already know where I'm going, so I just started looking for jobs in Tennessee. Um, and I set up an interview for myself for the 27th of last month, and it ended up going great. So I ended up getting the job. Um, my teammates were supposed to be down here um, that Saturday, um, but we decided to push it back, to postpone it till um, we had to all be down here for the season. We're not all supposed to be down here till the Saturday after Thanksgiving. So this video is coming out 2 weeks before everyone's supposed to be down here, 2 or 3 weeks before. But yeah. So that's basically where I'm at now. I'm at DEH Prep. I am back to being a prep school hooper. Um, and we're basically going to be documenting this entire season. Once again, I am up here in Tennessee a little bit earlier than my teammates. So I'm basically just dolo, thugging it out in Knoxville, seeing the scenery and everything. There hasn't really been nothing to record, so I'm basically just waiting till the season starts. That way we can start having, these videos pop out 24/7 and just pumping them out, pumping them out, pumping them out. But I wanted it to be the first video. That way you guys knew basically how we ended up here and what happened to me, and the direction of this channel, because I really want to document this season heavy, just because I think this is going to be one of my best years and one of my favorite years, really, just because of everything that I've been through, man. Like, this entire recruiting process, college is no joke, man. Like, if you're a high school hooper, really understand what a coach is trying to get you to do. Ask the right questions. Is it a committable thing? Is it a committable offer? Is this, like, ask all the right questions? Because if you don't, you may end up like me. And I'm not saying my road is bad, but it's at the bottom, bro. And I don't want y'all to have to dig yourselves out of a hole like I'm trying to do. So yeah, ask for the right options. Go to as many college camps as you can, and set yourselves up. Set yourselves up for the right things. But yeah. So I will be playing at DEH Prep in Knoxville, Tennessee, this entire season. Since this is the first video that I am going to be uploading, the next video will be uploaded in 2 weeks whenever all of my teammates are moved down here. We're going to go ahead and mic them up, basically have them do an interview, as well as hopefully my coach. Shout out to Coach Mallory. We're going to try and hook him up to the mic as well. I've already told him I love doing these documentaries, so he already knows as well. But yeah, we're going to take y'all through a day in a season of our lives, and basically just show y'all how the season goes. We'll have all of the game film and everything from every game, so we're going to be able to actually do stuff this season that I wanted to do last season. To end off this YouTube video, I just want to give a shout out to Coach Lundy, shout out to Coach Mallory for even giving me a chance to show what I got again on a basketball team. And I want to leave y'all with some advice. Just make sure when you talk to these college coaches that you know exactly what they're asking from you, and that you also get all of the right information that you're supposed to. And even these prep school coaches, because a lot of people don't understand, but prep school and post-grad it's a cash grab. It's literally you giving money to another person off of their strengths, who they know, and stuff like that. So make sure you get the right info from these coaches. Don't let these coaches fool you. Always try and do your own research, even if it's talk to previous players to understand how the season's gonna go for real. And yeah, that's really the best advice I can give y'all. But my name's Jamir Dent, and it's been nice talking to y'all. I appreciate all the new faces and all the new people that I'm gonna be able to meet on my own channel. So if you are new, just go ahead and drop a comment down in the comment section. If you made it this far, go ahead and let's do comment water if you went ahead and made it this far in the video. Yeah, this has been your boy Jamir. I'm out. Peace, y'all boys.